Welcome to another season of In the Zone videos, the educational video series where we take a previous hunt and the video from that hunt and break it down to illustrate and really show the tactics and the situation that we were in to get us close enough to get a shot. Before we jump in though, I want to take a minute and thank the sponsor for this series, Exo Mountain Gear. I started wearing Exo packs several years ago when they first came out, and they're still the most comfortable and purpose-designed hunting pack I've ever used. They weigh about 4 pounds empty, and they compress down small enough that I can wear it as a fast and light day pack, but then also have the ability to carry far more weight than anyone needs to pack on their back and do it comfortably. By spanning every need that I have in a hunting pack, day hunting, bivvy hunting, and then packing heavy loads of elk meat back to the truck, all with one pack, they're truly the best pack that I've found for my style of hunting. Thanks for joining me in another episode of In the Zone. Twin brothers Mark and Jeff Skousen have been regular faces in Elk 101 videos for several years, including the last 3 or 4 seasons of Destination Elk. And if you watched season 5 of Destination Elk, you'll probably remember this particular hunt. One that started with a group of bachelor bulls across the hillside from Mark and Jeff and ended with an arrow stuck high in a tree.
Let's go. I think we go around this knob. Where's that guy at? He's just right here. I can see him. Oh, I can see that. I don't think that was that raglan family. There's another one right here. He's right there. It's all muddied up. They're all moving that way. Did you see that bull yet? Yeah, I just saw some bulls, but that wasn't that bull. There's there. Let's try and call one of these in.
The landscape where Jeff is hunting is wide open, which makes slipping in close to elk incredibly challenging. The group of bulls they've spotted here are feeding their way across a hillside on the opposite side of the draw from Jeff and Mark. The elk appear to be heading toward a saddle directly in front of Jeff, and with the early morning thermals moving down the mountain, they're in a great location to try to move in on the bulls.
There now, spike a raghorn. Well, they're all raghorns. One's a 5x6, one's a small 6x.
Using the limited cover in the bottom of the draw, Jeff slowly moves up to head the bulls off as they work across the hillside toward the saddle. Jeff ran out of cover as he moved in on the bulls, and the entire group was able to make it across the hillside and up to the saddle above Jeff before he was able to get close enough for a shot. In an attempt to pull the bulls back out onto the ridge in front of Jeff, Mark gave a couple cow calls and then dropped back 40 yards or so behind Jeff to set up to call. Mark's calling had brought the bulls back out on the ridge in front of Jeff, but they were locked in on Jeff's position and making it difficult for him to draw his bow to get a shot. With Mark now set up 40 yards down the draw from Jeff, he was doing his best to distract the bulls with some calls, hoping it would give Jeff the opportunity he needed to draw his bow.
Shoot that middle one. Good. 44 yards. I think I shot over him. You did shoot it? You shot? Yeah. 43. You didn't shoot over him.
Hunting elk with a bow in that wide open country can be challenging, but by utilizing limited cover and changes in topography, it's still possible to get in close. And then having a caller out of sight behind the shooter can help bring the bulls out in front of the shooter, even in this wide open terrain. You'll notice the bulls were pretty keyed in on Jeff's location, most likely from the cow calls Mark gave while he was standing there before he slipped back down the draw behind Jeff. In normal elk hunting terrain, it's important to limit or completely avoid calling from the shooting setup to prevent the elk from keying in on the shooter's location. In wide open terrain like this, it's even more critical. Fortunately, Mark was able to take a little bit of pressure off Jeff when he started calling from back behind and was able to keep the bull's attention for just a little bit longer, long enough for Jeff to be able to draw his bow and get a shot.